In this installment, we'll be doing something really different. We will be responding to a comment that we got on our short video about water sticking to a spinning ball. The commenter came really close to getting it right, but then he veered off into wrongness. First, a little background information. The video in question was about me putting a wet tennis ball on a rotating platform and compare its rotational speed to that of the Earth. So here's what this commenter had to say. Well, he starts off and ends with insults, but starts off with, what a blinky blank blank. You confuse a tachometer with a speedometer. Sure, it takes the ball 24 hours to spin 360 degrees, so that would be a tach reading of 1 over 1.440 minutes. But that is silly as speed. Here in the good old USA, we use miles per hour. The way this super complex formula works is the ball spins 24,000 miles in 24 hours, which means it is 24,000 miles divided by 24 hours equals 1,000 miles per hour. Blank and blank can't do math, more insults at the end. I'm going to start off by assuming that you're smart enough to know where you went wrong once I point it out to you. The tachometer versus speedometer, actually, you got wrong because the tachometer would be the appropriate thing. I was measuring in the original video two rotating spheres, a tennis ball on a rotating platform, to the rotation of the Earth on its axis. No linear measure is appropriate for that kind of comparison. So I found the tennis ball rotated 0.9 RPM, and in one day of 1,440 minutes, it would rotate 1,290 times, and the Earth would only rotate once. So that's all I needed to measure. That's what the video is about. Here trying to introduce miles per hour was irrelevant. You called it a super complex formula. Maybe it's super complex to you, but it's easy for the rest of us. But it wasn't irrelevant to this discussion, so we didn't use it. The other part is you did list a tachometer reading, but you wrote it wrong. So you put 1 over 1440 minutes. It should have been 1 over 1440 rotations per minute. If you know the tachometer puts its units in RPM, you left out the R. Rotations per unit of time or angle change over unit of time. So for example, Earth turns 1 over 1440 per minute, rotations per minute, or you could say 1 over 24 rotations per hour, or you could say 1 rotation per day. You could also say that it turns 360 degrees in a day or 15 degrees per hour. Any of those were rotational speeds, but miles per hour is not a rotational speed. The other part of it is you didn't mention that the 1,000 miles per hour is only true at the equator. If you go north or south of there, the speed drops down all the way to 0 when you reach the poles. That's why we don't use linear speed to describe a spherical rotating body. We use rotational speed, not linear speed. So I hope if you watch this video, you'll realize where your mistake was, and you'll see fit to comment and apologize for the stupid comments you made, the insults, which were totally unnecessary. But we'll see. We'll let you know in the description if this commenter ever replies to our video. And we'll also provide links to the original video that he was responding to, plus we have a long version of it as well. So we'll link to both of those videos in the description. If you like this kind of content, be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And we'll see you in the next. Earth is our spherical home planet.